Everybody, and welcome to the Social Good Conferences. My name is Kristen Thomasino, and I am the founder of the Social Good Conferences. This is one aspect of the social good movement, and I'm super excited to have this opportunity to share with you lots of different speakers and opportunities to learn about social good from many different aspects. I think that when you look at the world right now, social good is the opportunity that we have to transform our communities. And so based on today's world, I've also designed a new conference format. This is going to be unique, probably one that you haven't seen before, but this is one basically where you have a 10-minute session. It is high impact, and this gives people the opportunity to learn about you very rapidly, to take action, but also to give you a set of tools to market your organization or your mission later. And so this is really one of the exciting things about being a speaker is you get certified to be a speaker for social good. Also, people who attend these sessions are able to get certified for social good. So when we look at the future, this is really what it looks like with all of our different panels. We've got 8 different ones. We talk about the social good movement. We go through health and wellness, finance and wealth, real estate and development, human rights, safety and security, civil reform, and technology. We may even add other ones in 2024, but we're starting with these because these are really, in my mind, super critical right now to our success worldwide. And so this is really what I get excited about, is because people who, pitch in different ways for their messages to get out there for people to hear, they have different ways here that they can diversify their messaging. A lot of people sometimes get into the category of health and wellness, and then that's all you talk about. Well, how cool would it be to get to other audiences by being able to have a twist on what you talk about in other categories? And that's what really gives this opportunity for speakers here through the Social Good Conferences to take advantage of. So when we look at the future here, one of the biggest things that we're going to do is help promote you. I have a background in sales and marketing. I helped, build organizations doing lots of different sales tactics. And one of the biggest things is, how can we promote you as a speaker? And I'm going to do, kind of a reveal session, right? I'm going to announce the conference. People are going to find out about it. And then I'm going to have, another press release that announces the speakers for the conference. And then afterwards, we're going to promote as well. And there's lots of different ways that your brand, your mission are going to get out there through the Social Good Conferences. So when we look at this, if you say, hey, I'm ready to go, you can become that candidate. You go ahead and you put that submission in, and we look at your registration form. When we look at that registration form, it's going to help us build your presentation. And so when we look at the action plan, again, it's how can we be as impactful as possible? People have been overwhelmed with lots of content. It's just the reality. As soon as we went into the boom period after the pandemic and during the pandemic, that really changed how people use technology. And so there became a lot of information available very rapidly. And so the challenge with that is that people check out pretty quickly. And so this is why creating your 10-minute pitch is so important. So let's keep going. So let's say that you say, yes, I'm ready to be a speaker. Welcome. Welcome to the Social Good team. Again, this is a movement that you're being a part of. We're sharing ideas that help motivate and inspire others to take action. Super important. And we appreciate you, one, being interested in the movement and wanting to share your ideas in our community. So let's go ahead and jump in. A big piece of what we're providing for you with value through this program is this is high impact time. I'm coaching you in ways so that you can be ready to pitch your mission, or if you've already done this work, you can plug it into our network and be able to get access to lots of more people because of how I promote and how I have set up networks through Thomasino Media. Now, one of the other big things here is that this standardized presentation format makes it easy for you as a presenter. You don't have to worry about creating any slides with me. We just put together the content and the imagery, and then I go ahead and put that together with my team and create that for you. Now, the next big thing that's going to happen is you're going to get listed on my website. And on this website for Social Good Conferences, that'll be able to be seen by lots of different types of people, and that'll give you visibility to many different industries that maybe you might not have, or audiences had access to before. Super valuable. And the other big thing is right down here, I've constructed 10 minutes of content. This is 10 minutes of content that you could use again in lots of different ways, piece by piece. And basically, they're kind of like micro pitches. So it really helps you fine tune. So whether you're pitching your business on the marketing side, doing emails, reaching out through social media or other means, you can use this content. Also, if you're training people within your organization or your mission to say, this is what we believe, from the founder or from the, person who created it, the CEO, this is your way to put this together. And so by doing this, this allows you to, again, be part of a community, but also do it in a really precise way. And that way, people can hear your message and know how to take action. So it's all about how we build credibility. So let's jump into each one of these pieces so you understand how we do it. So number one, everybody's going to have, a standardized background. And so people are going to see when they come to the Social Good Conferences site, not only, your name listed as a social good speaker, but you're also going to be, have your specific slide. So we're going to put your picture here. We're going to put, your name, your top highlights, right? Your contact information. So all those important things like website, LinkedIn, social media, email, all those big things. And then, I always think it's important for people to understand, why do you work? Because when people understand why do you work, then they know that you're human, and they also know why you're driven, right? And they know why they can help or how they can help, right? So lots of cool things happen when you can share, why do you work? So this slide again is going to be put up into the speakers gallery where you're going to be listed and people are going to be able to find you. And as we market these conferences, there's going to be more digital ones every other month. This year, people are going to go out there and they're going to see your information as one of the previous speakers. So lots of value for what we're doing. The next one is sharing your top 3 lessons. Now, again, all of these are timed pitches. So, on the last one, you had a minute to introduce yourself and then a minute to talk about why do you work. Now, on the lessons one, you're going to have, for each of these top 3 lessons, your years of experience, you're going to put your top lesson up here, add your own picture, and then we'll put a few, sentences here to describe it. Nothing too overwhelming with words, something that's impactful though. And so each one of these, you'll have 1 minute to get a pitch about what your lesson is there. And this is important. We'll put top 3 lessons. So this is like, the culmination of your years of experience, right? Because again, you're an expert and you've been doing different things to get your mission out there and to help people. So that's what this is about. So the next one that we go to is the case study. Case study is super important. This is how we say to, the audience that, look, here's my example of success. This is what I'm doing. This is how I took these actions and this is what I got the results on. And so we're going to want to talk about, who, about the example, the what were they suffering with, or what did you help them with? And then how did you help them? How did they find success? How can you help them? So that's the case study. And this will be useful because again, this is where you'll have 2 minutes to talk about this one, but this is another piece of the puzzle that you'll be able to put onto your marketing site, send to prospects, send to donors, send to all kinds of people, news people, to learn about what you do and how you do it. So again, the case study is super important. So the next one is the call to action. Now the call to action is really your top, 3 calls to action. Sometimes you may only want to focus on 1. That's okay. Sometimes you may want to have 3. We don't recommend going over 3. One of the biggest things that I say to people is try to be precise with what they're going to do. Maybe it's go to your website. Maybe it's buy your book. Maybe it's download an app. Maybe it's, connect with a community. But whatever those are, you can figure that out. And even if it's only 1, that's okay, but we want to make sure that people are taking action after they just listen to you. And then finally, as we close out, you're going to get your official speaker for Social Good certificate. And again, this is going to be up on the screen with your picture and your name. And again, this is also going to go out on our website, and you'll have this digital asset to share too for your side of it. And what'll be great here about this is that you also have 2 minutes of questions. And what I suggest to each speaker registrant is to create 2 questions minimum, and to have some responses to that. That way, just in case if there aren't any good questions, you have some that come up from time to time, and we can go ahead and record those. And again, those could be another part of your marketing package. So again, lots of different pieces of the puzzle here to deliver your message, to amplify what you're doing for social good. And we're giving you the tools to take with you afterwards that you can use again, over and over again, to get your message out. So thank you for trusting us at Thomasino Media and Buddytown Consulting. We've created this platform to help others get their messaging out there, and we're super excited about what the social good conferences can do for our communities worldwide. And we're so excited to have you as a speaker. So thank you again for your participation, and thank you for signing up to be a speaker. We appreciate it.